Fellow cardboarders, welcome back. Today will be a shorter and different kind of video. There's a card which I got in a trade, which are the Pillar Tombs of Aku, here seen in German. But what I noticed is the backside of the card, which has some inking with someone putting their initials on the back. So DM, if you're watching this video, sorry, this is my card now. The owner of the card before me did not know who it belonged to, so he just didn't notice. But I did, and as you can see, just generally the card is used, like it's pretty played condition, lightly played in German, European terms, probably moderate to highly played in American terms. And what I want to try today is to get out inking of this card. So if you have a card that has similar black marker on it, maybe you want to try this. And this might become a recurring segment which I want to call JaniTutor. Let me know if you like this name, and let's switch to the paper towel since I don't want any of the cleaning residues on my playmat. So the tools I'm going to be using today is a little Q-tip, clean, obviously a microfiber cloth so I don't scratch the card, though it is highly played. I don't want to scratch it more with paper towel since it is quite rough in regards to the surface, and a microfiber cloth just isn't. And we got some German denatured alcohol, which I'm going to be using to get out the ink. If you have a card that has inking on the border, I don't think you're going to get this out in any way, since it will just bleed through the white on the edges of the card and it will just stay in there, so you can't get it out. But if you have markings like a signature or the like that you don't want on the card, you can try to get it off with the denatured alcohol. A last warning before we start here, don't do this on cards you would mind losing, like if you actually destroy them or make them look even more ugly. Try this on a card you don't mind first. Try it on pieces of the cardboard that you wouldn't notice, maybe like little corners or something, before you put stuff on your card and regret it afterwards. So don't try to save your dual lands or whatever if they have some inking on them, if you would be sad if they look worse afterwards. So always keep that in mind. This card is worth less than $1, I think. It's very weird, and if you have any use for it in EDH, let me know. I don't know any deck I would put this in, even if I had recursion for 4 mana. It's just not worth it. So, but let's try to get this out. Why I want to get this out is to make this video, but also it's a reserved list card, and I do have a reserved list card folder, and I want to put it in. Remember, whenever you put some liquids on a card, leave it out for a moment for it to dry before it starts getting moldy. That's also something you don't want. So this D is looking very nice. Don't want to rub too much because I don't want to damage the actual surface. But all in all, this denatured alcohol is doing its work. Very nice. As you can see, it is getting quite black. Turn it around a little and rubbed over again. Very nice already, don't you think? Way better than before. Maybe once more before we start the drying process. But all in all, I'm very happy with the result. Let's use the microfiber cloth to dry it off. And let's look a little closer here for the result. So as you can see, the DM is still a little noticeable, but way better than before. It has some outlining here now where I used the denatured alcohol, but I think this will settle back. So I will wait a couple of minutes to see and show you the result again.
A few minutes later.
So we are back. The back of the card still looks pretty similar. If you do look closely, you can see that some of the ink printed onto the card has become white. So that's why I say keep that in mind when you want to clean your cards. Always be aware that the cards could look worse afterwards. All in all, I would say this was still a success since we got the ink out of the card. Maybe probably I used a little too much of the denatured alcohol or rubbed a little too much off the card so that the actual ink got a little removed. So if you want to get rid of black marker, use that, but also use caution and be careful not to destroy the card. I'm satisfied with the result we got here. Nothing got through the card, by the way, if you are wondering. So the front of the card still looks fine, and the back from afar just looks like a normal magic card. So all in all, it's ink-free now. And I want to hear from you. If you got any cleaning tips for cards, let us know in the comments below. Also let me know if you got any wishes in regards to what I should clean next. I do have several ideas what I want to do and clean, but maybe you can inspire me for the next couple of episodes of JaniTutor. Do click this button here, by the way, so you always stay up to date of our most recent videos, and the YouTube algorithm thinks that this video is one you would enjoy next. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye.